thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle! The show's about to start!
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people!
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle!
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun! Come on and join us!
Sure, there's always room for one more.
Like most Americans, the folks in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, rely heavily on their television sets. Not just for eating off of, but for the evening news.
80,000 men a year. And now here's tonight's cutie. Creighton Finney of Butte Falls fell into an open manhole, was swept down the Colorado River, and came out 30 days later in the Pacific Ocean. Weather report for tomorrow. Clear, cloudy skies with gusty showers and sunny late mornings following the snowstorm. And now this is...
That weather report was about as accurate as one dared to get, for in Frostbite Falls, you never knew when it was going to be next.
Phil, don't forget your golashes!
I'm going to bed, Aggie.
Day in, day out, the citizens were at the mercy of a very unpredictable climate. They were, that is, until the Committee for Civic Improvement got to work.
Well, boys, how's she look?
Long as she forecasts the weather, who cares how she looks?
For the sum of $33.15, they had purchased a fortune-telling machine from an abandoned penny arcade. You simply put a coin in the slot, the lady in the window dealt cards, and the hand she laid down determined the weather.
4 tens.
That means light snow.
And it did snow lightly for about 3 weeks.
4 kings.
Rising temperatures.
Sure enough, it got to be 121. Months went by, and tourists from all over the world ogled the odd weather machine. 1 or 2 even attempted to buy it without success. It remained for those 2 flies in the ointment, Boris and Natasha, to spoil what could have been an uninteresting but easy to narrate story.
Oh, you men are all alike, Boris. You got brunette with you. You look at blonde.
I not look at blonde, Natasha. I look at cards.
It seems the machine was so well oiled.
Lucky machine.
It was operating better than ever. The hands manipulated the cards at blinding speed with a dexterity seldom seen outside of Las Vegas.
Who cares about the speed, buddy boy? I like what cards she holds.
Oh, the cunning brain of that man, for sure enough, she never put down a hand without showing at least 4 of a kind.
Yeah, but can she play pinochle?
Don't be jealous. She could be the answer to our problems.
We don't got no problems.
Well, we better get some then, or we won't be in the next episode.
The clock in the tower at the far end of town struck midnight. Boris struck 2, under cover of a dense fog.
4 queens.
He and Natasha escorted the weather lady right out of town. The following morning...
Let's go, Rock. Get your glove and let's get down to the field. The team is counting on us, you know.
Wait a second, suppose it rains.
Mercy me, we better check.
And they dashed post-haste to the site where the weather machine had been located.
Doggone it, that's the 5th nickel I put in and she still won't work.
Bullwinkle, you don't seem to realize the weather lady is gone.
Maybe if I tried a dime.
Sure is a mystery.
Maybe she works on slugs.
It was then that Rocky noticed the heavy-duty tire tracks leading away from the scene of the crime.
They loaded her here, turned around there, and drove off there. Come on.
Hours later, after miles of painstaking plotting, they reached the moving van.
Shh!
We'll sneak up from both sides.
Oh, if it were only fair to warn them, for the bridge that empty van was resting on had definitely been tampered with. We might have a disaster here. Don't miss the Rolling Stone or look more, no moss.
Once upon a time, there was a king named Midas. He was a very greedy king indeed. The one thing he loved most in the world was
Gold.
the one thing he had the most of was
Gold.
and the one thing he wanted more of was
Gold. Gold. Gold.
So he sent his tax collectors into the kingdom to do his gold gathering for him. As the people grew poorer and poorer from being taxed, Midas grew richer and richer. Finally, the people were reduced to living on a diet of turnips. As a result, King Midas began to get the funny feeling that people didn't like him very much.
But I need to do something to make people like me. Then I can tax them even more.
So the king called a meeting of his advisors, Bobble, Bangle, Bead, and Benson.
Gentlemen, I must be made popular.
Well, sire, I'm just talking off the top of my thatch.
What is it, Benson?
Well, what about lowering the taxes? We could... That wasn't it, huh?
The next day, the king called another meeting of his advisors, Bobble, Bangle, and Bead.
Well, let's put this idea on the rack, see how it stretches, KM. We'll point out your warm human qualities.
What warm human qualities?
Well, you must have some.
Like what?
Dogs. Everybody likes dogs.
I hate dogs!
I can see it now. Heralds all over the kingdom, posters on every wall. Midas loves mutts.
Hear ye, hear ye! This day, King Midas will free all dogs in the royal dog pound.
Sure enough, as the people watched, the king let all the dogs loose.
Maybe he's not all bad. Animals like him.
Your Majesty, would you like to pet Tweaky here?
Oh, how nice! A lovely pussycat. Pussycat!
And the king was instantly buried in a snarling mass of dogs.
Get off, you mutts! Get off! Oh, I hate dogs!
Just as I thought. A fake.
And the people once more pelted the king with turnips. Before, they had just disliked him. Now they despised him. So the next day, Midas called another meeting of his advisors, Bobble and Bangle.
All right, now what?
Well, let's put this in a crossbow and see how it shoots. Midas, you'll slay a dragon.
Me?
You.
Oh, good! Hear ye, hear ye! King to fight dragon!
Maybe there's something good about Midas after all.
Well, on the appointed day, King Midas strode forth to do battle with the fire-breathing dragon, which, of course, wasn't a real dragon at all.
Avaunt, foul fiend!
Unfortunately, as Midas swung, the head flew off his axe and felled a nearby tree.
Another fake!
So the people again let fly with turnips.
Boo, boo.
By now, they didn't just despise the king, they actually hated him. Next day, the king called a meeting of his advisor, Bobble.
Well, Bubble, what now?
Well, sire, let's just throw this in the moat, see if it floats. What about giving you the golden touch?
Isn't that expensive?
Well, not if you just use this spray gun and this cheap gold paint.
Good thinking, Bubble.
The word spread in a flash.
King has gold touch. Midas 24-carat monarch. Big free demonstration.
People came from all over to watch the king turn things into gold. Hats, canes, bushes, even rocks.
That's gold?
Looks like gold?
Yeah.
Feels like gold?
Yeah.
The king says it's gold?
Yeah.
It's gold.
Hooray for King Midas!
Well, the king sprayed more and more things until everything in the kingdom looked as if it were made of gold. Midas, of course, was very popular, but since everybody had more make-believe gold than he could use, gold began to lose its value. Soon, it took a wheelbarrow full of gold just to buy one turnip. But back in his castle, the king was very happy indeed.
Bubble, you've done it. The people like me, and I'm still the richest man in the kingdom.
Not quite, sire.
Huh?
The country has gone off the gold standard.
What? Well, what is the standard now?
Turnips.
Turnips?
Yes, turnips it was. And of course, everybody had some turnips. Everybody except King Midas. With nothing but gold, he was the poorest man in his own kingdom.
You mean I'm broke, Bubble?
Looks like, sire.
So the next day, the king called a meeting of his advisors. And of course, nobody was there but him. Today, King Midas lives in a very modest castle on a little side street. He still has lots and lots of friends, and of course, he still has the golden touch.
And now for all you co-eds who wish to become scholars, here's Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello out there, scholarly maids. Today's subject is how to get into the movies without buying a ticket. The first approach is to go directly to the manager and say, "Where's my pass?" Unruffled by that minor setback, we try phase 2, which involves a disguise. Hello there, I'm Flo Ziegfeld. How's my show going tonight? Phase 3, seeking out the location of the freight elevator, we then proceed down into the basement, where we shall then proceed up to the balcony. That's the deepest basement I ever saw.
Is gate-crashing moose again?
Hello, Mr. Theater Manager. I should like to apply for a job as a usher.
What experience you got?
I've been in the dark most of my life.
Is good enough. Course job don't pay much.
How much?
Bag of popcorn and all ticket stubs you can find.
It's a deal! Donning the usherette's uniform, we then proceed to our post in the mezzanine. Going through a door, we find ourselves... Whoop. Wrong door. Hello, Mr. Theater Manager. I took the wrong...
Where's your ticket?
I don't need a ticket. I'm your new usher.
Don't need no new usher. Just hired new usher.
That did it. I wouldn't go in that theater if they gave me the place.
Why not?
I just happened to notice. I've seen this picture 3 times already.
That's a pretty strange-looking painting, Bullwinkle.
I just paint what I see.
Well, what do you see?
This is what I see.
Hello out there. Peabody and Sherman here. The Wayback Machine, my incomparable invention for traveling through time, has been set for the year 1513.
Which direction are we heading, Mr. Peabody?
South, Sherman, specifically Florida, and our host will be the illustrious Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon, the man who sought the fabled Fountain of Youth. The Wayback took us way back instantly to a small clearing in the heart of the Florida Everglades. We saw no sign of Ponce de Leon or his men, merely a large tent with a white object flying above it.
Ponce de Leon's flag, Mr. Peabody.
That's no flag, Sherman. That is a baby's bib. What's more, as we rounded the tent, the clearing abounded in diapers, and there, slaving over a washtub, was the distinguished explorer.
Oh, Mondays. How I detest Mondays.
Buenos dias, Ponce de Leon.
Buenos dias. Ah, tourists. You are on your way to Palm Beach, no doubt.
No, Mr. de Leon. We came to see if we couldn't help you find the Fountain of Youth.
Oh, that's very noble of you, but it has already been discovered.
You found it?
Oh, not me, my men. That is them over there playing with blocks. They were grown men when they reached the fountain, and they were very thirsty.
Drank too much?
See, now instead of blowing taps each night, I play Brahms' lullaby. Oh, it's very degrading.
We accepted Ponce's invitation to stay for lunch and sat down to a large bowl of mush. The luncheon progressed nicely, although I was forced into burping Lieutenant Rodriguez, 3 months of age. We were about to embark on a custard pudding when Ponce noticed that one of his men was missing.
Corporal Gonzalez, he's not in his high chair.
A quick search of the grounds turned up nothing, not even a clue.
Oh, that's not like Gonzalez to go AWOL. He was always a most conscientious soldier. He would not crawl away.
Gee, Mr. Peabody, a little baby like that lost in the Everglades.
Perhaps he was thirsty, and if he was thirsty, he may be heading for the fountain. Quick, Ponce, lead us to the fountain. Gonzalez couldn't stand growing any younger. Ponce de Leon issued orders for his command to remain in their barracks, which is to say he unceremoniously dumped them into a playpen. 5 minutes later, we arrived at the Fountain of Youth.
Look, it's the baby, and he's going to drink.
Attention! Stand at attention!
But the glass never wavered. Glancing about, I noticed a rattlesnake slumbering blissfully on the limb of a nearby tree. With deft hand, I shook his rattles, taking care not to rouse him. Naturally, the sound of the rattle arrested the attention of Corporal Gonzalez.
Corporal Gonzalez, you are under arrest and hereby confined to your bassinet.
We returned to the clearing and prepared to give Ponce de Leon's soldier a change of uniform. That's when the attack started.
Indians! The Seminole Indians!
Herding the soldiers together, we retreated inside Ponce de Leon's tent.
I knew that sooner or later they would find us. Quick, issue each man a musket.
Musket? They can't even hold a bottle.
What'll we do, Mr. Peabody? We're outnumbered.
Only one thing to do, Sherman. Fight fire with fire. I waited until darkness, then crept slowly out of camp. Then suddenly, I was in the midst of the Seminoles.
Why we not attack 'em in darkness? Why must Indian always wait till dawn?
We take pictures of battle. No got flashbulb for night fighting.
Assured the Seminoles wouldn't attack till daylight, I continued on. Then early the following morning, I rejoined Sherman and Ponce.
Senor Peabody, quick! I think the Indians are about to attack.
But instead of attacking, the Seminole chief came into the clearing all alone.
A white flag! They've surrendered!
Again, you're wrong, Sherman. That white flag is a diaper. You see, last night I went to the Fountain of Youth, took a generous supply of the water, and crept into the Seminole camp. While the Indians were sleeping, I spiked their water supply.
But if that is true, then the Indians are...
Babies? Yes. And at that very moment, 4 of the most ferocious braves crawled out of the brush.
White man, I come in peace. I have talcum to trade for diapers.
And so the battle never came off. In fact, Ponce and the Seminole chief became such good friends, they erected the Fountain of Youth Nursery School.
Well, all's well that ends well, Mr. Peabody.
Precisely, Sherman. By the way, what is that you have in your hand?
This? Oh, just an old rusty key I found in the dirt.
Well, congratulations, my boy. You are now a landowner.
Landowner, Mr. Peabody?
Of course, Sherman. You now own one of the Florida Keys.
Well, it appeared as though the problem of predicting the weather for Frostbite Falls had been overcome.
Wife's looking better these days, Mr. Mayor.
That's not my wife. City Council purchased this machine from a penny arcade. What cards does she show?
4 doses.
Foggy tonight.
It was so foggy, no one ventured out on the streets. No one but those enterprising rascals, Boris and Natasha.
A foggy night in Frostbite Falls.
For pity's sake, Boris, why you get a stealing blonde who deals cards?
Because, Natasha, ooh, that's heavy. Blonde dealer never deals less than 4 of a kind.
Interesting but uninformative.
Please to zip up your mouth. You should give us away?
But the town slept solidly, and it wasn't until some 12 hours later that the heinous crime was discovered.
They put her in a moving van and drove off in that direction.
However, the tire tracks came to a halt not too far from town. In the center of a very unsteady bridge, our heroes cornered their quarry.
Let's go get her, Bullwinkle.
Someone had sawed away at the understructure. Collapse seemed imminent.
Bullwinkle, shh.
Don't shh me, Rock. Shh the doggone bridge.
Meanwhile, at the top of Sam Hill...
Let me look, Boris. After all, it was my dime.
All you look at, Natasha, is panoramic view. I looking for panoramic disaster. Ah,
That eliminates moose and squirrel.
Also moving van.
Natasha, there comes a time when we must shoulder the load, when life's burdens become...
Enough! I carried the blonde first mile, you carry a second.
That is fair.
Yes, it was, considering it was only a mile to the river, and that was Boris's ultimate goal. Let's rejoin this twosome later and go back to where the bridge crashed into the gorge.
They ought to have this bridge condemned.
And with that parting shot, the lads retraced their steps back to Frostbite Falls. It was just about that time that Boris, Natasha, and the weather lady reached the little river town of Wachowie Falls.
Okay, Samson, your turn to carry it.
Natasha, it will give me great privilege to do so.
And he toted it 3 steps inside a boat-building establishment owned by a man named Hiram Trump.
Mr. Trump, my card.
Ace of diamonds. You a gambling man, mister?
No, but with a moniker like Trump, you must be.
Who's the sick lady in the sedan chair?
That, my friend, is unposilutely the world's most fantabulistic card player, what it is.
She plays cards?
Like a snake.
Well, this river town was noted for its poker games, and in less than an hour, Trump's interior was jammed with onlookers and players alike.
Well, what do you know? 4 queens.
I'll be. That's the 10th straight hand she's come up with, 4 of a kind. And that cleans us out, I guess.
41,042.
Mr. Trump, I don't want your money.
40. Wow!
Here, take this filthy lucre back.
But you won it, fair and square.
Well, maybe square. Look, you give us a little going-away gift and you can keep money.
What kind of a gift?
Oh, say that steamboat sitting outside by the dock.
Say, what's Boris up to, besides no good? Well, perhaps we'll find out in our next installment, a Southern-style breakfast, or how many grits can you eat?
Well, it looks as if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop!
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right!
Bye now. See you next time.
A thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle. The show's about to start.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people.
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure, there's always room for one more.
The one sure thing about the weather in Frostbite Falls, Minnesota, was that it was changeable.
And tomorrow morning it'll be either sunny, cloudy, raining, snowy, foggy, smoggy, hailing, drizzly.
No one was able to make an accurate prognostication until the city council bought a fortune-telling machine.
Look, Bullwinkle, 4 aces.
What are they going to sing?
4 aces means variable high cloudiness.
And 2 snakes in the grass meant Boris and Natasha.
With that machine, Natasha, we could clean up.
Why not use broom, darling?
Brooms don't hold 4 of a kind every hand.
Thus, on a severely overcast night, the 2 ne'er-do-wells transported the weather lady right out of Frostbite Falls and down to a river town. There, Boris inveigled the local Knicks into proving their so-called prowess with a game of poker.
Ha! 3 aces, 2 kings. Beat that.
1, 2, 3. Oh, what a shameful crime, sir. Lucky lady has 4 fours.
Boris cleaned the town out and used the money to purchase a somewhat antiquated steamboat. 4 coats of paint later...
Well, Natasha, they always said we'd go up the river.
Is more striking colors, Captain Badenoff, but what do you call her?
How about the spirit of St. Louis?
He's been took.
The Hesperus?
Ah, they wrecked that one.
Because he wanted to attract gambling customers, Boris settled on the name Sands Hotel. The weather lady was stationed in the main salon, and Boris pitted her uncanny luck against all comers. Sure enough, she never failed to produce less than 4 of a kind. And even on a rare occasion when her opponent held 4 of a kind, the weather ladies were higher.
I've a dog, 4 trays. Beats my 4 deuces.
Sunny skies this morning, drizzles this afternoon.
The Sands Hotel navigated its way up and down the river, picking up a passenger here, a bale of cotton there. But mostly sharp-eyed card sharks who had heard of the lady in the booth that had yet to lose a game of poker.
Say, ain't you the guy who broke the bank in Monte Carlo?
That's right, Captain. Lucky Louis Ledbetter. And I expect to do the same for this boat.
Well, Lucky Louie lasted 5 hands.
This barrel here, Mr. Ledbetter, is on sale today.
Meanwhile, what about Rocky and Bullwinkle? Were they going to take this sitting down?
Nope. We just painted the chairs.
Listen to this, Bullwinkle. The steamboat Sands Hotel challenges anybody or anything to a game of poker. Come be beaten by Ruth Booth, the best female poker player on Earth. They're talking about our missing weather lady.
That night, 2 stowaways climbed aboard the Sands Hotel.
Lucky for us, the river is low this time of year.
Shh, somebody'll hear you.
A peek through a porthole confirmed the little squirrel's suspicions. The weather lady was indeed Miss Ruth Booth.
We gotta sneak her out. Bullwinkle, you create a diversion while I jimmy the lights. Then when the lights go out, you grab the weather lady and swim to shore.
Wade to shore.
Yeah.
Some 2 minutes later, a southern gentleman wearing a beaver hat over what looked like a hat rack sat down opposite the card machine.
Good evening, y'all, sir. My name is Colonel Beauregard.
Boris is moose you said you killed in previous episode.
Look, it's his show. If he wants to be hard to kill, let him. You come to play Miss Booth here?
Oh, you bet.
You're the one who does the betting, Sonny Poopsie. Go get a gun.
What kind gun? Spray?
No, a gun. The kind goes boom.
Uh-oh, will Rocky be able to kill the lights before the moose gets killed? Be with us next time for Bartender, Turn Those Lights Off, or A Shot in the Dark.
And now...
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
But that trick never worked.
This time for sure. Presto! Well, I'm getting close.
And now it's time for another special feature.
You wait till your mother sees what you've done to your new Sunday toga, Junior.
Well, don't blame it on me, Pop. Blame it on Skinny Flavius's dog.
Skinny Flavius's dog is only 6 weeks old.
But that briar patch in our backyard isn't.
Is that what tore your toga?
Uh-huh. The dog was chasing me, and I jumped over the fence without looking.
By overlooking the briar patch, you overlooked one of my most wisest sayings. Look before you leap.
Gosh, is that one of yours?
Yes, it is, and so is this fable. The country frog and the city frog. Once there was a frog, a poor country frog. His only possession was a small farm on which the only thing he could grow were gopher holes.
I got holes in my farm, holes in my shoes, and a hole in my head, or I wouldn't still be here.
That was the year the world discovered the game of golf.
4!
And as anyone can tell you, the object of the game is to put the ball in a hole. That was also the year there was a shortage of holes, but not on the Frog's farm.
I'll give you 50,000 cash for 18 holes.
I'll make it 60,000.
The Frog sold every gopher hole on his farm and overnight amassed a huge fortune.
I'm going to take me a roll of nickels, and I'm going to the big city. I'm going to have me a time.
And then he saw it. The Bijou Theater directly across the street. And on the marquee, the Frog gets 50 beautiful dancing frogs. After purchasing a ticket, which incidentally was only a nickel, he took a seat in the very front row.
I have done died and gone to heaven.
One gorgeous creature in particular caught his fancy, the star of the show, Amphibian. Her performance so unnerved the simple frog that he began popping nickels into his mouth, thinking they were jelly beans. Amphibian had seen a lot of big spenders, but this looked like the biggest of them all.
By grannies, Miss Fabian, sure was neighborly of you to let me buy you this here expensive dinner.
I worship the bank you keep your money in, honey.
A mad courtship followed. Money was no object when it came to Amphibian. She spent nickels like they were pennies. There were nights at the opera, days at the races, and afternoons in the fur shop.
Buy me that Alaskan seal, would you, sweetheart?
How much is it?
Only 20,000 nickels.
Well, that sounds reasonable.
Needless to say, it wasn't long before the Frog was down to his last nickel.
What are we going to do tonight, Frog, honey?
Well, I thought we'd go somewhere and make a phone call. Talk to the operator, things like that.
Let's get something straight, big boy. If you want me to be your honey, you gotta spend lots of money.
Well, in that case, you wait right here, you hear?
In an effort to raise money fast, he took the first job to come along, which happened to be in a circus.
Only thing we need right now is a high diver.
Tell me what to do.
You see that 5,000-foot platform? Dive off of that into this bucket.
Ain't that a mite dangerous?
Yeah, but it pays good.
Willing to risk anything, the Frog ascended the ladder and poised athletically at the edge of the platform.
Ain't exactly leap year, but here goes.
The little Frog jumped out into space and plunged like a rocket toward the bucket far below. But as luck would have it, the weather suddenly changed. A cold snap set in, and the water in the bucket froze solid. Well, there's nothing new about a frog diving into a bucket of ice, so he was fired.
What in the blue-eyed world am I gonna do? If I don't find me some money out...
And then he saw it. In the gutter was a nickel.
Maybe my luck has changed.
He put the nickel in a weighing machine, and instead of a fortune, 2 nickels came out. Flushed with his newfound wealth, he dashed into a phone booth to call Amphibian. But instead of getting her number, 3 nickels fell out. On a bus that would take him to Anne's apartment. He dropped the 3 nickels into the coin receiver, and out came a transfer. He was as broke as ever.
Annie, honey, I'm Nicholas.
I don't care what your front name is, honey. I got news. Your broker sold the last of your gopher holes. Here's 10,000 nickels.
Hot Ziggy, let's us go make a long-distance phone call.
Oh, no, you don't. This wouldn't last me a fortnight. You're going to enter a frog jumping contest and will win a fortune.
But, Anna, baby, I can't jump.
You won't have to, Green Eyes. We'll bet on another frog.
And so on the day of the jumping contest, the little frog took his place on the starting line.
Now remember, love, don't jump a foot. You'll lose and we'll win.
He had to make it look good, so he took a few steps back to get set for a false effort. But not looking where he was going, he backed into a bush on which sat a bee. And the frog took off on the longest jump ever recorded by man. He won the contest, but he lost his money and Amphibian. So you see, Junior, look before you leap.
I got a better one, Pop.
Don't you always? All right, let's have it.
Once bitten, twice spry.
No, go play in the briar patch, son.
Today's lesson is mighty important, remember?
Bullwinkle is a...
Not that lesson. This lesson. Hello there, you wool gatherers. Today's poem is the old classic, Maury Had a Little Lamb.
Maury? That's Mary.
You're a boy, aren't you?
Yeah, but...
Okay, Maury had a little lamb. It's really me, folks. Its fleas were white as snow.
Its fleas were white as snow.
They're albino fleas. I got 'em at... Uh-oh, little rascals got away. Where was I?
And everywhere.
Oh, yeah, and everywhere that Maury... Oh! Went the... Oh! Hey, what's going on?
Those fleas are biting you, Bullwinkle.
Oh! Ah!
You better get out of that sheepskin.
I can't. The zipper's stuck. Oh!
Well, hold still, Bullwinkle. I'll shear you.
Oh! That's my own personal pelt you're snipping.
Well, here, maybe this'll do it.
So if you have a little lamb, just take a tip from me. If it has fleas as white as snow...
Just use some DDT.
Yeah.
And now it's time
for 5 or 6 baritone solos in the key of E.
But...
Ooh.
Now for another of our special features.
Should have tried E flat.
Hello, Peabody here. Today, Sherman and I are off to Boston.
For beans, Mr. Peabody?
No, for the Battle of Bunker Hill, Sherman. We set the Wayback Machine for June 17th, 1775, and in an instant we were teleported to the scene of the battle. High atop Bunker Hill, we joined the American Army.
Look, Mr. Peabody, the British are halfway here already.
Oh, indeed they were, and closer they came.
Why don't the Americans fire?
A good question, Sherman. Pardon me, Lieutenant, but unless you commence firing, the British will be upon you.
I know it, but orders are orders.
And what were the orders?
Not to fire until we see the whites of their eyes. And the way I see it, this battle's going to be over without us firing a shot.
I don't understand, Mr. Peabody. Can't they see the whites of the eyes?
I'm afraid not, Sherman. You see, the British are wearing sunglasses. Well, the battle might have begun and ended right there if it hadn't been for British tradition. The clock struck 4 and the English broke for tea.
1 lump of tool, men.
3, please.
Quick, Lieutenant. Send someone back to headquarters and have those orders countermanded.
A good idea. I'll go myself.
You realize, of course, everything depends on speed.
Don't worry, sir. I'll be back in a week.
A week?
Headquarters are in New York.
Well, give my regards to Broadway. Quickly, Sherman, we must invade the enemy camp. It was obvious that unless the British removed their sunglasses, the American cause was doomed. We made our way downhill and hid behind a small wooden fence.
Now what, Mr. Peabody?
Take the spray can, Sherman. It contains white paint. You see this hole in the fence? Well, every time a British soldier peeks through it, spray his sunglasses.
But how are you going to get them to peek through the fence?
Curiosity, my boy. Seconds later, a do not look through here sign was posted over the hole, and it brought immediate results. How's it going, Sherman?
Just fine, Mr. Peabody.
Good. Continue spraying until you run out of soldiers. Then meet me at the tent of General Burgoyne.
By Jove, Major, that sunglasses idea of yours was positively a stroke of genius. Where on earth did you ever pick it up?
In one of the far-off colonies called Long Beach, California. All the natives wear them out there.
Begging the General's pardon, sir, but we just caught 2 blinking spies.
You didn't catch us, and we are not spies. General Burgoyne, I am Dr. Peabody, and this is my assistant, Dr. Sherman.
Doctors? What sort of doctors?
Eye specialists. There's an outbreak of spot-sitis in the colonies, and...
Tea time's up. All right, Major. Have the men resumed the attack. Now what's all this polderol about isopotis?
Spot-sitis. You see, General...
General, come quickly.
What is it, men? Are we on the run?
No, sir. We're on our backs. Look, every one of our soldiers flat on his back, complaining of spots before the eyes.
Spot-sitis.
Spot-sitis?
Spot-sitis?
We set up a field hospital in the General's tent.
I say, do you always use a magnet instead of a scalpel?
In cases of spot-sitis, yes. Now close your eyes, please.
Now open them.
I can see! I can see!
Gets you right here, doesn't it?
Why, yes, I suppose so.
By the time we were through, every soldier in the British Army had been shorn of sunglasses. We presented our bill to Burgoyne and then crept back to the American lines.
Here they come, Mr. Peabody.
Now remember, men, Your orders are not to fire until you see the whites of their eyes.
Oh, no, they're not.
It's the lieutenant who went to New York.
How did you get back so fast?
I hit the signals just right. Here are the new orders.
To the American Army, do not fire until you see the glare of their sunglasses.
Oh, no!
Well, Sherman, back to the enemy camp again.
What do we do this time?
We'll have to convince Burgoyne the only preventive for a reoccurrence of spotsitis is to wear sunglasses. That's correct, General. According to my colleague, Dr. Sherman here, your army must wear sunglasses.
By the way, old man, isn't Dr. Sherman a trifle young to be a doctor?
Well, he skipped his internship. Your sunglasses, General?
Thank you, Doctor.
And so the British finally assaulted Bunker Hill. We not only saved the American army, but we coined a new phrase.
New phrase?
Yes. I think what we did with those sunglasses was definitely a frame-up. Don't you?
Well, in case you weren't with us last time, Rocky and Bullwinkle located the missing weather lady.
There she is, Bullwinkle, and Boris must have been the thief who stole her.
The plan to get her back was simple. Bullwinkle would get Boris's attention. Rocky would then short the light circuit. In the darkness, Bullwinkle would grab the weather lady and take her ashore. It was as simple as that. Alas, so was Bullwinkle.
So your name is Colonel Beauregard, yeah?
That's right, sir. Of the Boll Weevil Beauregards.
Boris, that is Moose.
No.
Yes.
I thought maybe it was Miles Standish.
Maybe you're right.
Natasha, go get gun and one bullet. Don't get two bullets.
For why?
I might use second bullet on you know who. Sorry for all the chit-chat, Colonel. Now, how would you like to make a bet?
You bet. No, we did that one last time, didn't we? Here you are.
What's that, piggy bank?
Pig in a poke, y'all know.
Okay, here is 5 cards. What you got?
5 cards, just like you said. See, how'd you do that?
Do what?
Deal me 5 cards and know how many I had.
Good thing I brought my mother seals along. Please, Moose, Mr. Beauregard, what cards you hold?
A king high.
Straight?
No, just a king high. And there's 4 of them.
Too bad.
I didn't win?
No, I got a potsy.
A potsy?
2 3s and the joker.
That beats 4 kings?
On this boat it does.
Yeah.
By this time, Rocky had found the master light switch, and Natasha had found an elephant gun. Both went into action at the same instant. Well, you think Otto Preminger made an exodus, huh? In less than 10 seconds, the good ship Sands Hotel was devoid of any activity, except, of course, for the captain and the first mate.
Darling, what happened?
Natasha, you came this close to hitting Moose.
This close? I must have hit someone else then.
I'm going to be a sport and give you 3 guesses.
Oh, no, Boris, not. It wasn't. It couldn't.
Ah, go get needle and thread.
While Boris is getting to the seat of his troubles, we'll peek in on Rocky, who is waiting anxiously on shore.
Sure wish Bullwinkle would get here, and I hope he has.
Hiya, Rocky!
Gosh, am I glad to see you. Did you get the weather lady?
She's right here, tucked under my...
Was then they noticed an alteration in the lady in the booth.
She's gone robot on us.
Bullwinkle, you grabbed a phone booth.
Taking advantage of the situation, Rocky telephoned Boris.
Listen, Foxy Squirrel, I wouldn't sell new dealer for all the tea in bags. How much? $50 tax-free.
Hold still.
His deal. Send Moose over with money. That's 50 smackaroonies I didn't expect to get.
You really sell blonde in booth for $50.
Does money grow on radishes?
Suspecting that Boris might pull a fast one, Rocky insisted that the transaction take place in the center of town in front of a few hundred Southern gentlemen.
Okay, the money's in this sack.
And weather lady is in envelope.
You stuffed her into that tiny envelope. Kinda hard to believe.
Hey, what's coming off here.
Key is in here. Key to safety deposit box in depot. Safety deposit box has weather lady.
I don't know. That seems like a pretty...
Hold still, Boris. There is a mosquito on your cheek.
And the moose made a deft swipe.
Missed.
But the men standing on the sides didn't.
Slapped his face.
And that, gentleman, means a duel.
Well, this was an unforeseen development. Don't miss our next installment, unhappily entitled Dual Controls, or Put It in Second.
Well, it looks as if our time has just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop.
We're late again, Bullwinkle.
Right.
Bye now. See you next time.
A thunder of jets in an open sky, a streak of gray, and a cheerful...
A loop, a whirl, and a vertical climb, and once again you'll know it's time for the adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle and friends.
Starring that supersonic speedster, Rocket J. Squirrel, with his pal Bullwinkle the Moose, and a host of others.
Hurry, Bullwinkle. The show's about to start.
I'm coming as fast as I can.
Wave to the people.
Yay!
Now what are you doing?
Signing autographs. Let's see. John Smith.
But your name is Bullwinkle.
I know, but that's hard to spell.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Come on and join us.
Sure. There's always room for one more.
To sum it all up, this fortune-telling machine predicted the weather for Frostbite Falls, Minnesota.
4 nines means it's going to be cloudy.
Cloudy in more ways than one, for the jerk of all trades, Boris Badenov,
And faithful Indian companion Natasha.
kidnapped the card machine and set it up in the main salon of Boris's showboat, recently rechristened the Sands Hotel.
Is worth a gamble, I always say.
Rocky and Bullwinkle tried their darndest to get the weather lady back, and eventually it came down to an out-and-out trade.
$50 for the weather lady.
It's a deal.
And no funny stuff.
That's the way it's been so far.
Rocky insisted the transaction be held in front of witnesses. Thus, in the middle of Main Street,
Here's the money. Now where's the...
Look out! There's a skeeter in our midst.
actually it was on Boris's cheek. Well, when the gentlemen lining the streets of this southern community viewed that...
Struck him in the face, sir.
This calls for a settlement on the field of honor.
Or in layman's language, a duel. The following morning at dawn, in a quiet field, the opposing parties met.
But I thought a duel meant goodbye in French.
Quiet, Bullwinkle, and let me think of a way out of this mess.
Mr. Badenov, as your second, let me wish you the best of luck.
That's very big of you, I'm sure.
You're not frightened, are you?
Who, me? Listen, Georgie Porgy, my favorite composer is Noel Coward.
Yes, neither Bullwinkle nor Boris wanted any part of this affair. But when in Rome...
You'll take 10 paces, turn, and fire at will.
And you can see the kind of a show this is when we don't pun an obvious setup like that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, it was such a beautiful day that everyone forgot about the duel. Rocky, the second, and the judge had a picnic.
42, 43, 44.
As for Bullwinkle and Boris, they just kept walking. The whole thing blew over, and once more, our heroes attempted to purchase the Weather Lady.
Oh, boy, are my legs stiff.
Here's your $50.
And here is envelope containing key which unlocks safety deposit box containing Weather Lady.
Alas, it contained a key that unlocked the safety deposit box, all right, but the Weather Lady wasn't in it.
Say, can't the fella rent a room around here with any privacy?
That does it.
It sure does.
Now I'm mad.
And when a flying squirrel gets mad...
$3.80 between us. That's not enough. Bullwinkle, we gotta raise more money.
They dug ditches, performed on street corners, scrubbed floors, sold magazine subscriptions.
Now how much do we have?
$3.85.
Yes, the wage scale then was unfortunately low, as were the lad's spirit. And that's when the circus hit town.
Wanted high platform diver. That's me, Bullwinkle.
The plucky squirrel gave 3 performances a day.
Remember when we used to do this in the title rock?
And so, when the Dingaling Brothers Circus left town, Rocky and Bullwinkle had earned well over $1,000.
Well, we did it, Rock. But what did we do it for?
You'll see. Come on.
The Sands Hotel was jammed with customers, all taking the customary shellacking from the Weather Lady, when the squirrel plopped the money on the table.
$1,100.15 that Miss Booth there can be beaten.
Well, it's obvious Rocky has a plan in mind. What that plan is will be revealed in our next exciting episode. They didn't pick up our option, or Showdown.
And now it's time for...
Time for the dancing fool, Bullwinkle.
Again? And now for one of our special fairy tales.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Red who had an exclusive shop in the Hollywoods where she sold riding hoods.
That's why they call me Red Riding Hood. Cute.
One day, a very wealthy customer entered her shop.
Oh, boy. Yes, madam, may I help you?
I should like to buy a wolfskin riding hood.
Wolfskin?
Yes.
Well, perhaps madam would like to try on this matched shrew-skin hood.
No, thank you.
This lemming with lemur lining?
No.
Here's the latest thing from Africa. Genuine #1 boy.
Now, see here, young lady. I want a wolfskin riding hood. Money is no object. I shall be here at 3 o'clock to pick it up.
My, 3 o'clock. That certainly didn't give Red much time, but she had to get a wolfskin somewhere.
Hello? Give me the city zoo.
What's that? No, sorry, lady. We got no extra wolves at this time. Perhaps if you care to call back next spring?
Meanwhile, not too far away, a mother wolf was calling to her son.
Walter!
Yes, Mama, honey?
I want you to take this basket to Grandma's house right away.
But she was here only yesterday and took a whole basket of stuff.
I know, but she forgot her teeth. Now, you don't want Granny to have to sit over there and gum her goodies, do you?
Good heavens, no! Give me the basket.
Remember now, Walter, you must go through the Hollywoods.
Don't you worry, Mama, honey. I'll be careful.
And with that, the wolf was on his way to Granny's. Time was growing very short when Red looked out of the window and saw the wolf skipping happily up the street.
Oh, what luck! A wolf on the hoof.
And off she dashed to intercept the unsuspecting Walter.
Psst, buddy, you are a wolf, aren't you?
Yeah, isn't that keen? I've been a wolf. Hey, wait a minute. You're Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, isn't that keen?
My Mama Honey warned me about you.
Oh, don't be so touchy. Look, I got a rich customer who'll pay $1,000 for a pelt like yours.
Really?
Sure. So how about selling me your skin? I'll give you 10%.
Well, Now, what's the matter? You crazy or something?
And Walter slipped out of Red's clutches and ran for his life. Red's proposition didn't appeal to him at all.
No. I figure that skin is worth at least 90% right where it is.
Now, there were only 20 minutes left, and Red had to act fast, so she did. A few blocks further on, Walter was stopped by an attractive sign.
Get acquainted offer. Free haircuts. Today only. Well, I don't know how the work is, but the price is right. Give me a flat top. Leave the sideburns out and we'll skip the conversation.
Okay, I'ma do just like you say.
Yeah, that's a pretty cheesy accent you got there.
And now hold still. I don't want to ruin the sleeves.
The sleeves? You're Red Riding Hood.
Oh, darn, I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
And again, the wolf dashed away in fright.
Come back! All right, I'll give you 30%.
Time was running out fast now. There just had to be a way to catch that wolf off guard, and her only chance of doing that was to beat the wolf to Granny's house. The shortcut the wolf took was really the shortest way to Granny's, but it takes longer because that's the freeway. He was bound to be tied up at the cloverleaf for some time. Soon Red arrived at Granny's house, and
what luck, nobody home.
She hurried inside, used an old bearskin rug to disguise herself as Granny, hopped into bed, and with only 3 minutes left to go, the wolf approached Granny's house.
Do-de-do-de-do, dee-dee.
But on the way, he had been doing a little thinking.
Boy, $1,000 for a wolf skin. I sure could use that kind of money. But where would I get a wolf skin to sell to that rich lady besides my own personal pelt?
Come in.
Hi, Granny, honey. I brought you... Granny, what beautiful big blue eyes you have.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
Granny, what beautiful high-quality fur you have.
Then it struck him. Granny, wolfskin, $1,000.
Oh, come now. Would I sell my own grandmother for a measly $1,000?
I don't know. Would you?
Of course I would.
Wait, what are you doing? You forgot the what big teeth bit.
No time for that now. I'm on my way to become a thousandaire.
And so, shortly after 3 o'clock on that very afternoon, a very satisfied customer was seen leaving the little fur shop in the Hollywood.
It's simply stunning on you, madam.
Oh, thank you. I'll wear it every moment. I'll never take it off.
Shush!
And the wolf? Well, he went into the fur business for himself, and from the looks of things, he was to live happily ever after.
Hello, Mater. Walter here. Could you get hold of Uncle Louis, Sid, Herman, and Al, and meet me on the road to Grandma's in, say, half an hour?
Master of all trades with Jack from none, Mr. Know-It-All.
Hello there, friends. Today we benefit from my highly successful book, How to Teach a Mean Bully a Lesson at the Beach. First, it is essential to find a lovely young girl in front of whom you can show off by defending her honor. Pardon me, lovely lady, but I wish to defend your honor should a big, rough, mean, loathsome bully kick sand in your eyes and... Which brings us to point 2. Always be careful in selecting a real lady to defend. Ah, here's a real one. Now, we wait for a bully to come by and kick sand. Notice how I allow him to build up a false sense of security by pretending to ignore him. Now comes the really meaty part. See, for 3 months I study my book, How to Teach a Mean Bully a Lesson at the Beach. And now I'm ready. Pardon me, young lady, but should a bully come along, I am prepared to defend your honor. Notice that a bully is approaching. Pardon me, sir, but you are a cad. You threw sand at us, and I am prepared to teach you a lesson you will never forget. Well, I lost the battle, but I've gained a friend. Right, little lady?
Gosh, Mr. Know-It-All, looks like your book was a failure.
No, Rock, it was a brilliant success.
Success?
Sure, look. That's the book she's been reading.
a fine spring day in the Canadian Northwest, and Dudley Do-Right was in the best of spirits.
Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum, I feel so tippy-top today, full of pep and raring to go. I just know today will be the day I will bring in arch-villain Snidely Whiplash to justice.
Feeling pretty good, eh, Dudley?
Goody, goody, good.
But, Dudley, it's been 23 years that you've been trying to bring in Snidely Whiplash, and you haven't succeeded yet.
Well, Nell, as I've said before, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
The trouble with you is you've lost your incentive, and when a Mountie has lost his incentive, it's time to turn in his coat.
I was feeling so good a minute ago, but Nell, I've got all the incentive any red-blooded, red-coated Canadian youth would want, the RCMP.
But that isn't enough, Dudley. You have to have the feeling of being wanted. That is why I want you to wear this locket close to your heart. Open it, Dudley. You see, Dudley, it has a picture of me.
Gee, thanks, Nell.
Incentive, Dudley. I hope this little token of my love will make you remember. Don't tell anyone. It will be our secret.
Dudley, when an officer of the RCMP enters the room, it is military courtesy to rise.
But I am, sir.
You are, sir, what?
Rised, sir.
Ooh, what's the matter, boy? You're all stupid.
Oh, no, Sir Inspector. I've always walked like this.
Well, Do-Right, I have information that will start your Mountie heart pounding. Snidely Whiplash is planning to rob the bank. It's your big chance at last.
Oh, is that, sir?
Snidely Whiplash.
Is that the chap with the mustache and the long black cape?
Snidely Whiplash, Do-Right. The arch-villain that you've been trying to bring in for the last 23 years. What's the matter, Dudley? Have you lost your incentive?
No, sir. I have it right here.
Meanwhile, Snidely Whiplash was in the best of evil spirits.
Such a beautiful, gorgeous day. I haven't lifted a finger, and already Nell Fenwick has fallen into me clutches.
Snidely Whiplash, you poor man.
What poor? I'm feeling great, and you, Nell, have fallen into me clutches.
If you like Snidely, but it does seem a shame.
What's a shame?
23 years.
23 years?
Yes, for 23 years you've been pursued by Dudley Do-Right of the Mountain.
That's right, and he hasn't brought me in yet.
Hunted, hounded, forced to skulk about the Canadian countryside like some kind of furtive beast. 23 years.
Stop already.
But it's understandable.
What's understandable?
That after 23 years you would lose your incentive.
I was feeling so good a minute ago. Incentive?
Yes, Snidely, but don't worry. Wear this locket close to your heart. It has a picture of me inside.
Do you think it will help, Nell?
Only don't tell anyone I gave it to you. It will be our secret.
Gee, thanks, Nell. And here I always thought you were for the good guys.
Snidely, have you considered taking sitting-up exercises? You gotta do something about your posture. Man, you're stupid.
Done it all home, and I've always walked like this. What's on the schedule today?
Oh, we got a gym dandy of a day today, Snidely.
Well, get on with it.
Well, at 11 o'clock, we tie that woman down by the bluff to the railroad tracks.
Now, Homer, could you handle that? I'm just not up to tying women to railroad tracks.
At 12 o'clock, you're supposed to foreclose some mortgages.
Now, where will it all end, Homer? Railroad tracks, mortgages.
Gee, Snidely, you sound like you've lost your incentive.
Of course I haven't lost my incentive. I've got my incentive right here.
What was that?
Nothing, Homer. Carry on.
And there's the bank.
Oh, yes, the bank. We're supposed to deposit money in the bank, Homer.
We are not supposed to deposit money in a bank, Whiplash. We are supposed to rob the bank. You sure you ain't lost your incentive to lead a life of evil doing?
I've told you, Homer, I've got my incentive right here.
Jeez it. Here comes Dudley Do-Right of the Mountain.
Is that you, Snidely?
Oh, yes. What brings you to town, Dudley?
Well, I had a reason, but for the life of me, I can't think what it was. How about you?
Something to do with the bank. I can't seem to remember whether I was supposed to deposit some money or withdraw some.
I know how that is.
What's the matter with you guys? Mortal enemies, and here you stand. You guys lost your incentive or something?
Of course not. I have it right here. You're wearing Nell's locket.
It would have been a shame to see those boys lose their incentive after 23 years.
Well, we're running into the home stretch, and still Rocky and Bullwinkle have not regained possession of the fortune-telling machine.
We've been cheated, bamboozled, and hornswoggled.
Sounds like a law firm.
Fortunately, a circus came to town, and this gave the little squirrel an idea.
With the money we could earn working for the circus, we could get the weather lady back.
And there are those today who still rave about the Dingaling Brothers high diving act.
Ta-da!
Lord, that's effective.
Sure is.
Mighty talented squirrel.
Squirrel, I was looking at that platform.
Well, by the time the circus left town, our heroes were financially solvent.
$1,000 and change.
And now we'll try and buy the weather lady back again, correct?
Incorrect.
That evening, Rocky entered the gambling salon of Badanov's gambling showboat and issued a challenge.
I'll bet $1,000 she can be beaten.
Well, it's little bad Penny who always turns up. So you want to make a bet, huh? Okie dokie, here is cards.
Just a minute. If I win, I don't want to be paid off in cash.
What color stamps you like?
If I win, you got to give the weather lady back to Frostbite Falls.
You must be kidding.
Boris, what you got to lose? Blonde always win.
Squirrel is bet. Here is cards.
Wait a minute. My challenger hasn't arrived yet.
Challenger, you got train coming in here?
No, it wasn't a train, but it was operating under a full head of steam. Yes, into the room came Bullwinkle, pulling, of all things, another fortune-telling machine.
The great predictor tells all. What is this?
According to this newspaper clipping, you challenged anybody or anything to play Miss Ruth Booth here.
Boris would have protested had it not been for the customers who insisted he follow through.
This must be final episode. Squirrel always gets best of me in end. Okay, start your machine first.
There wasn't a relaxed nerve in the house as the man in the booth shuffled and extracted not one, but 4 kings.
We need 4 aces, darling. 4 unmitigated aces.
We need our own show. That's what we need. Okay, here goes something.
The weather lady performed like a champion. She shuffled, cut, and then proceeded to extract 4 aces from the deck.
1,
2.
And then it happened. She began shuffling and cutting like a demon. Cards flew everywhere.
It happened, just like I figured.
Who built this thing, Colin Clive?
Don't you see? The other machine was too much for her. She fell in love.
Now I see the light.
He didn't for long. Boris and Natasha each grabbed a machine and in the darkness managed to lower a lifeboat into the water.
Row, Natasha, row. With these 2, we can breed whole new race of dealers.
Boris, sign on boat, say capacity 500 pounds.
So what? You, me, and 2 lovey-doveys here don't weigh that?
No, but bag full of ill-gotten gains does.
And so as the setting lifeboat sinks into the sea, we bid a fond but reluctant farewell to this part of our story and pick it up in Frostbite Falls some 2 months later.
Sure missed the weather lady. She was downright attractive.
This one's just as accurate, though. Pair of deuces.
Pair of deuces? That means variable high fogginess gradually clearing by 2 in the morning, providing it don't rain.
Bullwinkle, how's it going?
Not bad, Rock. Card's a little sticky, though.
As if our time is just about run out.
Mine must be a little slow.
You got the credits, Bullwinkle?
All on this itty-bitty card. Oop! Right!
Bye now. See you next time.